Shito-Ryu karate is renowned for its fluid techniques and comprehensive kata system, preserving a wide range of forms from ancient traditions to modern ones. This refined approach has earned it recognition as one of Japan's 4 major karate styles. Today, we will explore the life of Kenwa Mabuni, the founder of Shito-Ryu karate. Kenwa Mabuni, the founder of Shito-Ryu karate, came from noble lineage. He was a descendant of Oshiro Kenyu, a lord of the historic Ryukyu kingdom. At just 13 years old, young Mabuni began his martial arts journey under Itosu Ankō, a legendary master of Shuri-te, one of Okinawa's traditional fighting styles. After graduating from middle school, Mabuni enlisted in the 23rd Infantry Regiment of the 5th Division in Kumamoto. At the age of 19, through the introduction of Chojun Miyagi, he became a disciple of Higaonna Kanryō, a great master of Naha-te. By training under both Itosu and Higaonna, Mabuni came to master the traditions of Shuri-te and Naha-te alike. After completing his military service, Mabuni was appointed as a police officer. But his hunger for martial arts knowledge was insatiable. Even while serving on the force, he sought out additional masters to expand his skills, learning traditional staff fighting, or bojutsu, from Arakoki, and mastering the 3-pronged sai weapon under Tawada's guidance. In 1916, at the age of 27, Kenwa Mabuni opened a dojo at his home. 2 years later, he established the Karate Kenkyukai, or Karate Research Society, using his residence as a meeting place, and began pursuing a serious study of karate. Among the members of this society were some of the most renowned karate masters of the time, including Choyu Motobu, Chitoku Kan, Chojun Miyagi, Shimpan Shiroma, and Chomo Hanashiro. Together, they explored both the techniques and the philosophy of karate. Even after its founding, more masters continued to join, making it a truly historic gathering where the leading figures of Okinawan karate came together across the boundaries of different schools. In 1924, at the age of 35, Mabuni resigned from the police force and, in the same year, was appointed as an instructor of karate at the Okinawa Prefectural Fisheries School. The following year, he expanded the Karate Kenkyukai into the Okinawa Karate Kenkyu Club, developing its activities in a more organized and systematic way. In 1927, when Jigoro Kano, the founder of Kodokan Judo, visited Okinawa, Mabuni joined Chojun Miyagi in giving a 2-day demonstration of karate techniques at Kano's request. Greatly impressed by the art, Kano remarked that karate was free in both attack and defense, and encouraged that it be promoted throughout Japan. Inspired by Kano's words, Mabuni resigned from his teaching positions in 1929 and decided to spread karate more widely throughout mainland Japan. He left Okinawa for Osaka, where he opened a dojo and began working in earnest to promote karate. Mabuni honored his heritage in a meaningful way. He took one character from each of his 2 great teachers' names, Shi from Itosu and To from Higaonna, and combined them to create Shito-Ryu, the name of his own karate style. It was his tribute to the masters who had shaped his journey. The Shito-Ryu karate that Mabuni created was truly unique. Unlike other styles that focused on just one tradition, his system brought together both Shuri-te and Naha-te techniques. This blending of 2 distinct martial arts traditions gave Shito-Ryu something remarkable, an incredibly rich collection of kata. While most karate styles have around 10 kata, Shito-Ryu preserves over 60. This incredible diversity came from Mabuni's own research. He was a true martial artist who never stopped learning. Throughout his life, he actively sought out masters from different traditions and collected their classical kata and techniques, preserving them for future generations. After relocating from Okinawa to the Japanese mainland, Mabuni also turned his attention to Jiu-Jitsu and Aikido, which were practiced there, and gradually integrated elements of these arts into his own karate. As a result, Shito-Ryu developed narrower stances and swift entering techniques, features that came to distinguish the style. In his effort to spread his karate, Mabuni devoted himself to teaching in many regions and worked tirelessly for its promotion. His efforts did not cease even during the difficult years of war, marked by turmoil and shortages of resources, as he continued to dedicate himself to the development of karate. During this time, society was thrown into turmoil by the war, and the karate world itself faced the threat of division. It is said that some even began teaching false versions of karate, a situation that Mabuni constantly regarded with deep concern for the state of karate on the mainland. One day, a disciple, unable to bear seeing his master in such despair, tracked down one of these dojo and confronted it directly. However, when Mabuni learned of this, he is said to have severely rebuked his disciple instead. Through this incident, Mabuni's disciples came to realize the depth of his unwavering devotion to karate, and they pledged to carry on the art as their master had envisioned it. Hearing their heartfelt vow, Mabuni, with tears in his eyes, simply said, "Thank you, I leave it in your hands." These were the last words his disciples would ever hear from him. In 1952, Mabuni, who had devoted his entire life to karate and left behind numerous accomplishments, passed away at the young age of 62. Throughout his life, Mabuni often said that karate is the way of a true gentleman. He taught his students that karate wasn't just about fighting techniques, it was about building character and becoming a better person. He captured this philosophy beautifully in a traditional Japanese poem he wrote. "In all things, desiring nothing, I row single-mindedly toward the island of martial virtue, and in that journey, I find joy." This beautiful poem captures Mabuni's philosophy perfectly. He believed in seeking nothing for personal gain, but finding pure joy in the pursuit of martial excellence. For him, karate wasn't about proving you were stronger than others. It was about that lifelong journey, constantly rowing toward that distant island of true martial virtue. He was a warrior who loved karate more than anyone, and who departed this world entrusting its spirit and techniques to future generations.